Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you all are in a state of health and iman.
Assalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let me see. Who will tell me which name of Allah we did yesterday?
Al-awwal.
Al-awwal. Good. Just raise your hand. Okay, just raise your hand. Mute your mics. Raise your hand. Yes, Fatima Javed. Can you tell me the meaning of Al-awwal? The first. Okay, good. Okay. Nabila, can you tell me the ayah?
Allah huwa al-awwal wal-akhir.
Good job, Nabila. Okay. Tuba, can you tell me the meaning of the ayah?
He is the first and the last.
Good. Okay. So now let me share my screen. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, so hope you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Just give me a minute.
Yes.
Go do the name of Allah al-Batin. Okay, just Tuba and Nabila, mute your mics. Okay, al-Batin, the hidden, the secret, the inner one, the knower of hidden things. Okay, so let's move on. Al-Batin, say with me, al-Batin.
Al-batin.
Yes.
Al-batin.
Al-Batin. Okay, al-Batin, the hidden, the secret, the inner one.
Al-batin. The hidden, the secret one, the inner one.
Okay. وَالظَّاهِرُ وَالْبَاطِنُ. He is the outward and the inward. Surah Al-Hadid, ayat. Yes, Nabila, there.
I don't see a screen.
Tuba, can you see the screen?
Yes.
And what about you, Javed?
I can.
Nabila, you can just leave the meeting and join again. I think there's a problem in the network. All right. So, وَالظَّاهِرُ وَالْبَاطِنُ. He is the outward and the inward. So, Fatima Javed, can you read the ayah?
Um, والظاهر والباطن is the outward and the inward. Surah Al-Hadid, ayah number 3.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the objective to learn this name is that to learn that Allah is hidden in this world and keeps some things hidden from us for a reason. To remember that lying is a wrong trait and we should not hide the truth, as Allah knows our innermost secrets and what we hide. To memorize the meaning of batin and the above ayah. Okay, so now let's move on. So now story time. Okay. Now I'm gonna hard mute you all. Okay. So you can listen to the story. Okay. All right. Al-Batin, the hidden, the secret, the inner one, the knower of hidden things. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Hajira. She was 7 years old and had a cat named Ginger who was light brown in color. One fine morning, her aunt Miriam, her mother's sister, came to visit them. She loved her aunt and was very close to her. Hajira had a sweet tooth, which means that she loved eating sweets, especially ones that had chocolate in them. Her aunt was an amazing baker, and whenever she visited, she would bake something for Hajira. As soon as her aunt walked into the door, Hajira ran and hugged her and greeted her with salam. Assalamu alaikum. She was very happy to have her aunt visit her and excitedly asked. Hajira said, Annie! She would call her aunt with this name. Can we make some yummiest cookies? I know. Can we bake some chocolate chip cookies, please? Annie said, Sure, sweetie. I will inshallah make you some cookies, but let me finish my assignment and then we can make them together. Hajira said, Yay! Sounds great, Annie. Let me quickly put away my books and toys. Till then, Hajira walked towards her bedroom to clear up her toys and books and kept thinking how blessed she was to have an aunt like Annie. She was super excited about making the cookies. After a few minutes, she got pretty restless and kept coming back and forth to check if her aunt was done with her work on her laptop. She got so tired of waiting that she came and sat down on the dining table where her aunt was working. Annie, what is the assignment about? Asked Hajara. So now let's move on. Sorry. Okay. Annie said, I'm doing research on the Asmal Husna. And before you ask me, let me tell you what it means. That means Asmal Husna are the beautiful names of Allah. I'm doing a course on it so I can learn about who is Allah and know Him better. So I know how to earn His pleasure and love. This is an assignment that I need to submit tomorrow. MashaAllah, said Hajara. Ani said, Okay, I'm done with half of my assignment. Let's make some yummy cookies and then I can come back to my work, inshallah. Hajara got super excited. She held her aunt's hand and went jumping all the way to the kitchen. Hajira said, "Yay, Annie, let me bring the yummy box of chocolate chips that Mom brought yesterday from the store." She went and opened the fridge with a huge smile on her face and very carefully took out the box and placed it on the counter table. She rushed to her room and came back carrying her stool to the kitchen. She placed it near the sink, washed her hands, then stood next to her aunt so she could help with the measuring and mixing. Her aunt, in the meantime, washed her hands and said Bismillah, and then started mixing the dry ingredients first, then the wet ingredients one by one in the bowl. When it was well mixed, it was time for the chocolate chips. Annie said, "Hajra, please add 4 tablespoons of chocolate chips to the bowl." Just then, Annie's mobile phone rang. Annie said, "Hajra, please add in the chocolate chips and then set aside the bowl. Let me finish the call and then we'll continue, inshallah." Hajra carefully measured the chocolate chips and poured them into the bowl. Annie left the kitchen to the dining table where her mobile was. It was her friend calling to discuss the assignment. Hajra, in the meantime, was getting impatient and was constantly running in and out of the kitchen to check on her aunt. "Why not taste the mixture? Make sure it tastes just perfect." She got an idea. She took a whole spoonful of the mixture, and just as she was about to taste it, she lost her balance. As she slipped on the floor, the spoon fell from her hand, and Hajira watched it all happen in slow motion. The handle of the spoon hit the bowl and toppled it over. As she watched, the delicious, yummy bowl of cookie dough fell on the ground. Thud, thud, thud. The bowl broke into hundreds of little pieces, and her wonderful cookie dough was all over the floor. Hajara stood back up and stared at the ground. Her eyes welled up with tears. What would she tell her aunt? Should she tell her that Ginger was the one who knocked over the bowl, or should she blame her younger brother who had been running in and out of the kitchen just a few minutes earlier? What should she do to get herself out of this mess? If her aunt found out she did not follow the instructions, she might not break with her again. Should she hide the truth and just lie to get out of this situation so she does not get into trouble, or should she confess her mistake? Let's just blame Ginger, she decided. Okay, so I have a really interesting question for you. So, who wanna answer? Raise your hand. Raise your hand who want to answer the question. Okay, Tuba.
Yes.
Okay, so my question is that, mm, what should she do? Okay.
She should tell the truth.
Yes. Okay. What about you, Nabila?
Which
Yes. Okay. Okay, Fatima. Javed, can you answer me? What should she do to get out of this mess? Yes.
She should tell the truth to her aunt and tell her that it was just a mistake.
But her aunt will not bake her cake then. Okay, fine. Just mute your mic. I'll tell you. Okay. So the better way was to tell the truth, and even if her aunt didn't make her cake, Allah will be happy with her. Okay. So she decided that blame Ginger. Okay, that's the easy way out, she concluded. Annie just then walked into the kitchen. She quickly assessed the situation and understood what must have happened. Hajra quickly tried explaining how Ginger had jumped into the counter and knocked over the bowl of cookie dough onto the floor. Annie, instead of scolding or investigating, calmly said, "It's all right, sweetie. Let's clean the mess and then let me finish my work, and later I can make some cookies for you." Hajra was surprised and dazed because she knew she lied to her aunt. She tried to act normal, but she couldn't hide her emotions. She helped her aunt clean the mess and went with her into the living room. Annie went back to finish her assignment. Out of the corner of her eye, she quietly noticed the guilty look on Hajira's face and how she was trying to get courage to confess. She said, "Hajira, would you like to know more about the beautiful names of Allah? Sometimes we try to hide things. Sometimes we try to hide things from others, thinking we can get away with it." To which she eagerly nodded her head. Annie explained, "You know one of the names of Allah, Al-Batin, which means two things. He is Batin himself. He is the one who makes things Batin. In Arabic, when you say Batana, it means lining, like the inner lining of a shirt. The name Al-Batin means that Allah has kept so many things hidden from us, and there is a wisdom in it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept our organs inside because they will not look nice outside. Just imagine if we all walked around and we could see each other's organs. That would be a scary sight. On the other hand, Allah is Al-Batin, which means that He is the one who can expose those batin, hidden things when He wants. Lying is a characteristic of hypocrites. Sometimes we try to hide things from others, thinking that we can get away from it, but Allah will expose it when He chooses to, because He is Al-Batin. So when we make a mistake, the best thing to do is to accept our mistake and seek forgiveness rather than lie to escape from being punished or scolded. Hajra's heart began to sink as she heard that lying is the characteristic of hypocrite, and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything. So no matter how much you hide or lie, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything. tears started swelling in her eyes. She confessed, Annie, I'm extremely sorry. I lied to you, Annie questioned. Lied about what, sweetie? Hajra replied, It was me who accidentally knocked over the bowl onto the floor. I just wanted to taste the mixture. She continued with eyes flooded with tears. It was so tempting, and I was too impatient to wait for you to come back. I was trying to taste the cookie dough, but instead the bowl toppled over and fell down and broke into hundreds of pieces. I am extremely sorry. I'm so sorry. Annie replied, It's okay, sweetie. You shouldn't have lied earlier, but Alhamdulillah that you have realized your mistake and apologized, and that's what matters. Allah loves the ones who are honest and seek forgiveness after committing a sin. You realize your mistake, Alhamdulillah, but make a promise to yourself that no matter what you will never lie and always speak the truth. Because wherever you hide and whatever you lie about, Allah knows everything about it. He is Al-Batin. Hajra said, Inshallah, Annie, I promise that I will not lie ever again. Jazakallah khair for teaching me such a valuable lesson today. I love you so much. Hajra hugged her aunt and waited patiently while she finished her assignment. Later, they baked some cookies, and they were the most delicious ones Hajra had ever had. Okay, so this is the end of our story. So now let me unmute you all. Okay. So now you can speak. Wait a minute. Yes. So just tell me that what did you understood from the story? For
We
Fatima
should
Javed.
not lie.
Just wait a minute, Tuba. Okay. Fatima Javed, what did you understood from the story? Are you there, Fatima? Maybe she's not there. Okay, Tuba. What did you understood from the story?
Yes, that we should not lie.
Okay. Okay. Now, Fatima, what did you understood from the story? Are you there? What's going on?
I understood that before we do anything, we should always know that Allah is watching us, and even if we keep hidden things, Allah knows about them.
Yes, good. That's the point. Okay, Nabila. You can unmute yourself, Nabila. Okay, just tell me. Can you unmute yourself? Can you unmute your mics yourself, or you cannot? Okay, Nabila.
It's lying.
What you understood from this that?
We're not lying on the cookies.
No. What did you understood? Like we should not lie. Allah is the knower of all the things. Allah is the inner and the outward. What did you understood?
Allah understood.
Okay, good job.
Yes. Yes, teacher.
I'm saying just read this and then we'll start our activity.
Yes. والظاهر والباطن. He is the outward and the inward.
والظاهر والباطن is the and the words.
Okay, good job. Now let's start the activity. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen and share the whiteboard with you guys. Okay, wait. Just put your mics till then. Okay, so can you see my screen? Sorry. Just give me a minute. Okay. I am thankful. Today I'm not gonna write because we don't have the space on it. Let me write it. Just give me a minute. All right. So wait. For okay. So so Fatima Javed.
Yes.
Yes. So what are you thankful for?
I am thankful that I'm fasting and that I was able to read the Quran today.
Okay, good, Fatima Javed. Okay, Tuba.
Yes.
What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the fasting
Okay.
and I have lots of friends.
Okay, good. All right. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Nabila, what are you thankful for?
To fasting.
Okay, good. So I am thankful for reading Quran and with its translation. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Just right, Nabila. Okay. So now let's memorize. Memorize. Now, Mr. Did you can mute the mic? Okay, wait. Okay, wait a minute. Done this one. Yes, here is it. So just so memorize the name of Allah al-Batin. Wait a minute. Sorry. Too bad. Don't write on the screen. Okay. Just memorize the name al-Batin. Its meaning, ayah, along with its meaning. If you can memorize the meaning of the ayah, then you can, and if you cannot, then it's fine. Okay. All right. So start memorizing. No need to memorize the objective. Okay. No need to memorize it. All right. Start memorizing. I will give you on 41. I'll start listening. Okay. I'll stop share my screen and start listening. Okay. Okay, Nabila, and yes, Nabila, what do you want to say?
Okay.
Okay, just start memorizing. Okay, when you're done, just raise your hand, okay? So, Tuba is done, Nabila is done, Fatima Javed, how much is left?
Done.
Done. Okay, everyone is done, so we're not gonna wait for 40. Just let me stop share my screen. Okay, first of all, let me see. Okay, Tuba, tell me.
Yes. Name of Allah Al-Batin, meaning the hidden, the secret one, the inner one. Ayah was Zahir wal Batin. He is the outwards and the inwards. Surah Hadid, ayah number 3.
Okay, good job, Tuba. Just lower it. Okay, now Nabila.
بسم الله. الباطن آية إن والظاهر والباطن meaning the
Yes. Okay, I'll listen to you listen from you tomorrow. Okay, because our class time is gonna end. Yes, quickly, Fatima Javed, tell me.
Name of Allah al-Batin, meaning the hidden, the secret one, the inner one. Ayah wal-Zahir wal-Batin, he is the outward and the inward. Surah Hadid, ayah number 3.
Okay, so do you guys have any questions?
No.
Okay, Tuba has no question. What about you,
No.
Nabila? Fatima Javed?
No questions.
Okay. End of our class today. So see you all guys tomorrow. Take care. See you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
Walaikum
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.